Hey y'all, this is Sheik and this is The Beat. Today I am here with the one and only founder of F&W Styles, Alexandria Ali. So go ahead and tell the people who you are and what you do.
Okay, so my name is Alexandria Ali. I'm the designer and founder of F&W Style. We're a luxury leather handbag brand for busy women on the go. So we got you with everything from belt bags to clutches to tote bags, just everything that'll take you from day to night.
Okay, so I read a little bit about you, and you started in fashion at the age of 10.
Yes.
So tell me a little bit about what that was like for a 10-year-old.
Well, I always say that because my mom is a designer. So I grew up in Lagos, Nigeria, where she had her own fashion studio. She was one of the first to do contemporary clothing, but with Nigerian fabrics. So like what you have on, what I have on, but she'll do it with like African fabrics. So just growing up in that environment, there was always fabric everywhere. There was always fun. Customers would come in, drink champagne and shop. And I just saw the way that she made people feel. It wasn't just a store. It was more of a like therapy session with everybody. And I just knew I always wanted to bring that feeling to women of just making them feel special. So I would work with her every day after school. She'll let me get my little sewing on. She'll ask me like I was part of the decision maker. And I didn't know how much that would really impact what I would do in the future.
So did you know that you wanted to be a designer, or did you have other hopes and dreams?
You know, when I just knew I loved it, but I wouldn't say I knew I wanted to actually be a designer. And when we moved here to the States, I was a model for years, and I did that and didn't become the next Naomi Campbell after years of trying. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go to business school. So I did that, got my MBA, and started working as a banker. And I mean, I was content with that for years until I had my daughter.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when you had your daughter, how did your mindset change from working for someone to now you want to be an entrepreneur, work for yourself?
Yeah, I feel like after I had, it's so funny how like kids, for me, it just gave me a different perspective on life. And I realized I really just wasn't happy. I was just doing just to do. And now that I had my daughter, I'm like, if I'm going to be spending this much time away from her, well, dang, let it be for something that I actually enjoy doing, and just even that late nights, not being able to get, off when I needed to. And I just thought you need to start something of your own, control your hours, control your time, and be there for your daughter as much as you can. And after complaining to my husband, he was just like, you love fashion. What are you talking about? Because I'm like, I don't know what to do. He's like, you love fashion. You're always sketching. You're always talking about how you wish this handbag brand was in the market that was colorful, something that was affordable. And he was like, why don't you do that? And I'm like, wait, a regular person can do that?
Right. And you ain't regular, girl. You ain't regular. 10 years old. No, you are not regular. And how is that like having that, like how important is it to have that support system from your husband?
I feel like it's very important to have somebody that believes in you when sometimes you don't believe in yourself, or somebody that pushes you when sometimes you're like, well, maybe this is just how life is, And he was one of those people that just did that for me. And he was like, just go for it. And I'm not going to lie, it was tough, especially when I decided that I would just do this full time. It was tough because we had kids now. That was half of our income going away. So we couldn't take the trips. We couldn't move to the big house that we wanted to move to. There was just a lot that we had to sacrifice in order for me to make my dreams come true.
Yeah. And you recently just did a pop-up in the Atlanta Bloomingdale's store. And like that day when you did that pop-up, what did that give you?
That day was just pretty much amazing. I feel like, how they say it takes 10 years to become an overnight success? I feel like a lot of the seeds that we've sown and a lot of the things we've done, I've been in business for 13 years now. So, the first, I would say 8 years, it was just kind of like, oh my God, is this ever going to work? And I think recently, within the last couple of years, it is working,
Yeah.
you know? So being able to be there in such a beautiful luxury store and have my own entire space, just my brand,
Yes.
you know, and people coming, people like you,
Okay.
supporting,
Have fun too.
having fun, checking it out, and being able to do what I wanted to do in that space as a brand owner, as a
Yes.
designer. It really just made me know that anything is possible, like from the little girl in Nigeria to now being a designer at Bloomingdale's. I mean, yeah.
That's amazing. And like when it comes down to you being from Nigeria, what do you think that says about, you know, your culture, and being able to be here, you know, not just saying here in America, but to
Yes.
be here in this space as a woman, a
Yes.
Black woman, Nigerian woman?
Yes.
What does that say?
I feel like there's so many like odds, you know, especially being in the luxury space. Like you said, first of all, you're a Black woman, you're a woman, you're a Nigerian woman. All that stuff says you might not make it in this luxury space. But I feel that my culture in Nigeria, a lot of us are entrepreneurs. Everybody from the guard outside that's like manning the houses, they usually have like a little table set up where they have little candies and stuff that kids will come and buy from. Everything from, you know, the people that wash clothes to tailors. So many entrepreneurs in Nigeria. So we have that mindset. So I grew up with my mom being an entrepreneur. A lot of my uncles and aunts were entrepreneurs. And so I already had that mindset, and then just the color and the beauty of everything. I just took that with me, and I didn't realize until I grew up how much that really impacted what I would do in the future. And as you can see, our handbags are super colorful. We even have some that we make with Nigerian fabric like ashoke and damask, just providing something from the culture, something great for women here, but also providing jobs for women back home.
I love that. And what does F&W style like stand for?
Yeah. Okay, so my husband's name is Fred, and he's so much a part of the business, even though he doesn't like to be front facing. He does all the stuff I don't want to do, like the IT and all the business accounting and part of it. And then my Nigerian name is Wumi. So
what does it mean?
It means I love children.
Oh,
yeah. So, which I do.
Right.
So yeah. So So it's F&W style. When we started our brand years ago, well, before we even started our brand, my husband loves to dress up, and so do I. So we would go to parties, and there's one of our friends that would always say, "Oh, F&W, F&W style," and just say that all the time. So when we started our brand, we just named it that.
Okay. When it comes to the handbags, how many handbags do you currently have as far as the styles?
Oh, we probably have about 50 different styles and color variations right now. Everything from wallets to tote bags to clutches to clear game day bags to, you know, sparkly, shiny bags. So just different bags. I really try to think of what a woman would need in her daily life and try to provide that for her.
Okay, and then you said these are and they are luxury handbags. So if a woman has one of these bags, what does it say about her?
Oh, it says that she is confident. It says that she's empowered. It says that she's about her business, okay? And it says that she loves color and style, you know? And that's what I want every woman to feel when she has our bags. Empowered, colorful, stylish.
And you definitely do that. You exude it, okay? when I walked in and met you, I was like, okay. It was the energy, it was the vibes. You're very beautiful, so you know I gotta give you your flowers.
Thank you.
And when it comes to some of the fabrics that you're using, the materials, you mentioned that you use a lot of them from Nigeria as well. Can you explain like the process of like creating these fabrics?
Yeah. So we use, majority of our bags are leather. They're Italian leather handbags. So you will see a lot of croc embossed leather. You see a lot of pebble grain leather. These leathers are very durable and made to last you a lifetime. And then we also use, like I said, the damask fabric. So the way this works is we work with artisans in Nigeria where they hand weave these fabrics for us, and it's just like a sheet of fabric, and then we use it to make the bags. And with those specialty ones, that are made with these fabrics, when we make one collection and it sells out, that's it. So we're not redoing that fabric again. So clients that own those bags, they know that they're getting a one-of-a-kind piece.
I love that. Okay. Now, we see the glitz and the glamour. What are some of the things that we don't see that a lot of people, like you want a lot of people to know about your brand and who you are as a businesswoman?
You know, I feel like I try, you know, my best to just portray that, you know, you can do it. And I believe anybody can, but there is the other side of the business. I was just talking to you earlier today before the interview started. You know, we're battling with customs right now and having products that you've promised to stores or customers being delayed for a week, 2 weeks in customs is something that we deal with all the time, and it's not something you can predict or, you know, plan for. It just happens. I mean, there's been stores or that we want to get into that we've thought, okay, we're getting there, we're going to be in this, and then it falls through. The buyer leaves the company or they've decided to move in a different direction. So all those things, just like any other business and just like life, things are up and things are down, things are up and things are down. But one thing that I've always learned that keeps me through everything is that everything is fixable and also it will all get better. You know, so I always give myself a moment to cry, to do whatever it is I need to do in that moment. But I go to sleep and I wake up in the morning and I'm like, let's go. We're doing this. We're not going to keep, you know, dwelling on what's happened in the past. We're going to figure out how to move forward. And that has really helped me, I think, in this business that goes up and down all the time, daily.
And so now we're going to get into the fun stuff. But that was amazing because I love to just know about people's stories, but like, you just said it so beautifully. You did. So walk me through a typical day as a businesswoman for you, starting from your morning routine to the beauty to the night.
Okay. All right. So I, you know, wake up and usually I'm taking my kids to school in the morning. That's one thing I love to do, and I told myself I was going to do when I became a brand owner is that I would be taking my kids to school and I'll be picking them up from school every day. So I take them to school, get them ready, get all the things. Sometimes it's a rush. A lot of times it's a rush.
We make it happen.
We make it happen. Ooh, child. But we make it happen. And, you know, I drop them off at school, come here to the studio. We usually have a meeting with my fashion director as well as my social media director because that's something that we're always working on. Sometimes it's a campaign that we have coming out. We talk about the posts that we're going to be posting this week and videos. Sometimes it's maybe a store that needs some information from us. So it's always changing daily. So I check in with everybody, just make sure that they have what they're working on from the day and if there's anything that they need.
Very hands-on.
Very hands-on. Oh, and I didn't talk about, you said makeup routine and everything.
Okay, yes, because I need to know.
I love me some Black-owned brands.
Yes.
Okay,
What's your favorite?
Lip Bar.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Shout out to Lip Bar.
Lip Bar, love them. And I also use Lamique Beauty.
Oh, okay.
So those two get me right because I need something that's fast and on the go. I really do. I love makeup, but I'm not like a makeup girly. I don't know how to do all the things, but if I have the right products that can just get me looking good real quick, and then, you know, I can be out of the door.
Okay, I have a Lip Bar pencil, and I really need to use it. I haven't used it yet, so okay.
Lip Bar is my favorite. Like, I have so many lip colors and lipsticks and all the things from them.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then do you go home and do the dinner?
Yeah, so once I'm done here in the studio, wrap up, I pick up the kids from school, I head home. I guess I'm about 60% dinner.
Okay.
Sometimes we order out. And I also have I try to do things that make my life easy. There's a caterer that I'm Nigerian, so I love Nigerian food.
Oh yeah, I got a question. I got a question for you after this.
So she makes some stuff that I can stock in the fridge and, do that. So, but I do love to cook. So I cook dinner for the kids. I try to unhook from the phone and everything for at least a few hours. Just spend only time with the kids, no answering emails, no checking anything. And then after they go back to sleep, I go back to work. And most of the time I'm chatting with our manufacturers because they're overseas and the time difference. So my team is always like, then when do you sleep?
She find the time.
I find the time.
She find the time. Now we talking about food, okay?
Yes.
And this is the biggest debate ever. Who makes the best jollof rice?
Come on now. It's not a question. We all know. Everybody in the world knows. Nigerian jollof is the only jollof there is to be discussed, so come on.
Okay, I have to ask, 'cause this is...
Have you had it?
I have. What? We just did a fufu and chili event the other day. Listen, we took a whole bowl home, okay?
Wow.
Yeah, we love it, love it.
But Nigerian jollof that's the way to go. It's the best, 100%.
Y'all heard her. It's the best. And then when it comes down to just style sense, who are some of the designers that you look up to outside of your mom, of course?
Yes. I love, designers like Carolina Herrera, who does more of the, classic pieces.
Okay.
I love Chanel. I love those type of pieces. And then I'm also inspired by, just designers that are kind of like my peers, like LASQ. I hope I pronounced her brand right. Nicole Lionel. I love her pieces. So just designers that are like my peer. Nat Taylor, who I'm wearing today.
Okay.
Love this dress from her. So yeah, just a lot of up and coming designers that are doing great. Black owned. Sergio Hudson. Yes. I love his stuff as well. So yeah.
And how did you get, outside of, being around your mom and stuff, you're studying business, you're as a banker, but how did you, really get your foot into style?
So, I had a lot of, style and things like that from her. But I think as I grew up, after modeling and I started working at the bank, one thing I realized is when you have style and when you dress up, people address you as such. I realized that, I think, and I was like, okay. Even at the bank, I would wear, the clothing I would wear, people would be like, oh my gosh, oh wow. And it seemed like they just put the respect on your name when you approach them in a stylish and a classy kind of manner. And so I just made that become my style. So it's really classic, chic with color. And that's what I
Y'all heard of chic with color, period. Listen, I love it. And then if there was one thing you could not live without in your closet, what item would that be?
Oh my gosh. One thing I couldn't live without. A pink pump.
Oh.
Yes. Well, bags, of course.
Of course.
But a pink pump.
Yes.
I need to have a really pretty pink.
How high of a heel?
See, I'm not a high heel girly, but I think maybe about 4, 5, maybe 5. Yeah. I can't do the 6. I can't do the 6 yet.
I don't even know what the 6 look like no more. I think I tried, okay, before.
Yeah.
And then if you could tell your 10-year-old self any piece of advice, what would that have been? What would that be?
It would be, don't doubt yourself and do whatever you are feeling and your heart is telling you to do. Don't doubt yourself and just know that you can and you will.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And then also just tell us a little bit about what is next for F&W Style.
Yeah, I mean, we have a lot coming up, a lot of collaborations coming up soon. I can't really, I don't know if I can say what the collaboration is yet, but just stay tuned to our space because we have a lot of collaborations coming up, especially for Black History Month. We do have some new releases coming up. We talked about the bags that are made with a hand-woven cloth, Ashoke fabric they make in Nigeria. We have a new collection coming out that is so beautiful, and that's going to be launching in February as well. So please stay tuned for
And
all
tell
of
them
that.
where we can buy a bag, support you.
Yes. Check out our website, fwstyle.com. And also check us out on Instagram. That is our jam. So at FW Style, we're always putting up new content, telling you how to wear the bag, how to style it, and all those things.
Now you are, you know, a brand owner, but you got the influencer side of you too, because I'm seeing you on Instagram doing all the content. Is it easy for you to do the content?
Yeah, it is. I mean, I have fun doing it.
Okay.
So, and then I also have a good team. That's the
Yes.
thing. So it's not, people are like, man, how do you put so many, how do you do all the things? How do you get all the pictures and the I'm not the only one doing it. Like I literally have like a whole team that just say, okay, change to this, do this, do this, do this. And then I do it. So I have my creative side, but I'm thankful that I have a team that's actually helping me to bring what I have in my head to life.
To life.
Yeah.
Listen, I love it. And for the girls out there, do you have anything last to say to them that, you know, want to be in the designer, fashion space?
I would say, you know, kind of the same advice I gave my 10-year-old self is to decide what life you want and what you want to do in life. Like when I say decide, it's like make a decision like this is what I'm doing. And then once you make that decision, just start doing it. There's going to be pitfalls. There's going to be things that's going to happen that's going to make you doubt, but don't. Just do it, like Nike says.
Okay.
And you'll succeed.
Yes, thank you so much. This is so great. Y'all already know what time it is. Sheek TV. And this is The Beat. Y'all stay tuned. Follow us on Instagram. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. And we'll see y'all soon. Bye. All right. So we are here in the warehouse, the office space.
The
okay?
studio space, yes.
Yes, studio space. So tell me a little bit about this wall. It's a lot going on, but I love it.
Thank you. So this is just our press/inspiration wall.
Okay.
So you'll find things like, I was talking about my mom. This is her, one of her first, when she was put in a magazine because of her fashion that she had. And this is another one of her. I also have some press that we've gotten, like Tiffany Haddish wearing our bag.
And I've seen this picture.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
yes.
she wore it to Good Morning America.
Okay.
Yes, yes. And then Gabrielle Union wearing our bag, doing NBA All-Star Weekend, and it was featured in Vogue.
Ooh.
Yeah, so, and then just some other ones that we've had. And we also have, when I got my first cover of a magazine, so this was Guardian Women. It's a popular magazine in Lagos, Nigeria. So I was just really proud of that moment.
Y'all, she's international. She already said that, but she's international. Okay. Period.
And then just our first photo shoot that we did. So just different inspiring things on this wall.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
And let's move over to this wall because I see some things going on. Top 10 winner.
Yes.
Tell me a little bit about that.
So this right here was just recently, actually, a couple of months ago. I was top 10 best self fabulous over 40.
Okay.
Yeah, so that was.
Oh, you do not look over 40.
I am.
Oh, you
I'm
look
41.
true.
So yes, so we had that. And then this is just inspiration wall for all the things that I would want to do or be in. But we actually need to update it because we've done most of this now.
Okay, vision board. Y'all
Vision
see
board.
it.
Yeah,
Yes.
we've done most of this now, except for Michelle. I'm coming for you, Michelle.
Oh, she gonna have that in the book.
Yes.
Period. Okay.
Yeah, so that's just what this is, and then picture of my family.
And then these sketches, are these original sketches?
So these are original sketches. So I like sometimes to just sketch the bags out before we actually do a 3D capture of them.
amazing.
So yeah, so these are just some sketches that I've done. This one was of our Sade bag, and these are some hand-woven fabrics that they weave for us in Nigeria.
Oh,
Yeah.
they're nice
Yeah,
too.
thank you.
Okay, okay. And let's move along the wall.
Yes.
So tell me a little bit about the style of these bags and what the occasion would be for them.
For them. Okay, so these bags that you see right here, these were all a collaboration that we did with TJ Maxx and Marshalls. So we did this collaboration, and we were in over 1,000 of their stores.
Wow.
And we wanted to make sure we made a bag that was still luxurious, that made the women feel good with the colors and the textures. They were so impressed by our quality that we had for the bags, and it was just such a success. And we have an ongoing partnership with them. So this is something you would wear to work. We also have this. I love it. This is our best-selling Bella bag, and this you can go from work to play and wear this bag for sure.
And what would be the price point of, you know, just from this bag to the bags up top?
So all of these are between 125 to 165 or so being the highest.
It's very, very affordable, okay?
Yes, yes.
And it's so nice.
Yes,
Okay.
yeah, for our TJ Maxx Marshalls collection. And then all of our other bags, our highest price point at the moment is about $315, $325.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then tell me a little about this one. I see the fabric is different.
Yes, yes. So this one is one of the ones I was telling you about. Is made with a damask fabric that they weave for us in Lagos, Nigeria. And this fabric is usually worn for like special occasions, weddings, things like that. And we've used it for a beautiful bag for our women over here. And these, you can see we had them have the crown and things on there because we want to remind you that you are royalty.
Okay.
Okay?
I love
Yes.
that.
And this is our Nikki bag, another one of our top sellers. All of our bags have things that will make it functional, like the metal feet. Nobody wants to be
Yes.
putting their bag on
the
the floor.
Okay.
You know, we have things like that. Some of our bags have key holders in them. Just all of them have straps so you can wear a crossbody. So just things to make it functional.
Okay.
Now we're getting into like our travel section.
I love this. Okay. Big bag. I need a big bag when I travel. I be having like 5, 6 bags. So,
Exactly.
Yes.
Well, we got you, girl.
Okay.
So this is for the busy women on the go. You know, she's traveling, she's going to work. This is our special Imani tote bag created just for the work travel girl. It has a big pocket right here, so for you to put things in. It has 2 pockets on the side for water bottles.
Oh.
What our women really love about the bag is this, our luggage strap. So when you're traveling, you can just hook it on your luggage and you don't have to worry about it falling off and all that kind of stuff. So we
like
really
that.
take our time to make sure we are creating bags that our women will love. And then we have the belt bags here that you could wear around your waist. You could wear a crossbody. And then we have the vanity case where you can put all your makeup and all the things. But it also doubles as a clear bag for game day.
And this is nice because all the clear bags look the same, y'all. Okay, every clear bag, it go on Amazon clear. No, this is cute because then it can go with your outfit. Okay, look at that.
Look at
Ooh,
that.
I love that.
It has the feet on there too for when you're putting it down, and a gold chain strap to go with it. It's just a cute.
That's
bag.
cute.
Yeah. And let's keep going. So we got this, which is our Aria bag. It's our newest release, and it's screaming, get me for the holidays, get me for the New Year's. And yeah, this is our Aria.
I like
sparkling
the
bag.
sparkles on it, the gold
Detail.
zippers. Okay,
Yes,
I love
yes,
that.
Yes. And then we have our Scarlet, which is great on the go, has a chain to go with it as well. This one's another one of our bags, our Sade bags that's hand woven for us with fabric that they weave for us in Lagos, Nigeria.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite bags too.
Yes.
I love that bag. Yes.
Yeah, so yeah, and we have our rose clutch we didn't talk about. This one is definitely a night out bag.
That's
and
cute.
the great thing about it is it fits the big phone. Okay. And I don't know if I mentioned all of our handbags are hot pink on the inside. So it's like a dose of happiness every time you carry
Okay, a dose of happiness.
Yes.
Oh, my bag up.
Exactly.
Happy.
And
we
then
have our
This is our last set here. This is the Boss Babe bag. This is our Miranda bag. This bag was actually inspired by, have you ever watched the movie Devil Wears Prada?
Yes, I have.
Miranda
Okay.
Priestley. She was the boss in charge, and we just thought that this would be a fabulous bag that she would wear as she's going to all her meetings.
I love it because
yeah.
even though it's big, it's just so fashionable. Like,
Yes.
I just could see myself walking into a meeting, into an interview, and I could put probably everything in, my tablet, my notebook.
Yep.
I love that.
It's a play on a briefcase, but a stylish briefcase. Yeah, this goes with what you're wearing today.
Right, okay. Y'all see the tones.
Yes.
Let's get into it. Put in the dramatic music.
Love it.
Okay, thank you.
Yes. And yeah, and that's
Before we end with the bags, let's talk about these real quick.
Ooh, I forgot about the belts. This is our Meyer belts. Our Meyer belts are also made with leather. They are hot pink on the interior of the bag, of the belts. So we, let me take one out so you can see. We decided that hot pink is our thing, and we want you to have that throughout.
I love pink, so.
Yes, I'll show you. So hot pink leather on the interior of this as well, and then has our logo on the end of it.
Oh,
yeah.
so cute. It's the details, like you're making sure everything matters.
Exactly.
You know, from the inside, you know, that dose of, you know, happiness to seeing, you know, the logo and just knowing like the style that's gonna pair with it. So I love it. I'm proud of you. I know you're proud of yourself, but you know, I think to see all of this, again, as a Black Nigerian woman, this is amazing. So, you know, everybody out there, y'all better get y'all a bag. They are really nice bags. Like, that's my favorite one right there. I'm a little bag girl, so I love it. But yes, make sure y'all follow her, F&W Style, and we'll see y'all soon.